The Asus Fonepad. Big phone, little price tag. Made by the same guys who put together the excellent Google Nexus 7, the Fonepad sports a very similar design, but it's a phone. Yes, a 7-inch, larger than palm and indeed pocket phone. But should you get one? The Fonepad really is a variation on a theme. It's virtually identical to the Nexus 7 at first glance. It sports some key differences though. Firstly, the back cover's metal. Secondly, there's a removable portion on the reverse, under which sits a micro SD card and a micro SIM card slot. Being so similar, it's therefore a perfectly comfortable tablet to use. It fits in one hand, it fits in two hands, and it feels rich without being too heavy. As a phone though, we're less convinced. Holding it to your ear isn't our idea of a good time, with the width being too broad, even for our huge hands. Using it with a headset though did work a lot better. We'd recommend either a Bluetooth earpiece such as the Plantronics Voyager Legend or a Bluetooth receiver such as the HTC BHS600. The screen is a high point of the Fonepad. It's an IPS panel, 800 by 1280 resolution. It even packs an outdoor mode for a bit of extra oomph. Given the size and resolution, it's on par in terms of detail with the Nexus 7. Making it perfect for media consumption. Android 4.1 and Asus's custom interface fuse together to deliver a variable number of home screens, oodles of customization, and a host of pre-installed apps. Asus has even included floating widgets, for example, so you can pop up sticky memos and a calculator, as well as a dictionary. These all float above the main Android UI, which are handy to say the least. And the fun doesn't stop there. Our favourite Asus app is something called Asus Splendid. It enables calibration of your screen, so you can tweak things like colour balance and vibrancy. Some other features that aren't quite so successful include an app called BuddyBuzz. This is a social media app. It's quite heavy and isn't great for the humble horsepower on board. Generally, we would have also liked to see a lighter UI. But does this kill the experience? At £179 for this tablet/phone, definitely not. The capable screen is perfect for multimedia, and this includes texts, image, and movie playback. Whites are pure, and the pixel density is fantastic for apps like Kindle and Google Play Books. Thanks to good color reproduction and the Asus Splendid app we spoke about earlier, photos also look great. There's no rear camera, but the front facer does a good job with a 1.3 megapixel resolution, okay for photos and perfect for video calls. Streaming services like Netflix and iPlayer work well over 3G and Wi-Fi, with video content benefiting from the fantastic screen. With 16 GB of internal memory, coupled with expandability, you will have plenty of room for all this content. While there's no 4G on board or DC HSPA, web browsing is still a good experience over 3G, and the screen is a pleasure to thumb through for the most part. Browsing and general use do throw up a few stutters, hanging here and there. With its 1.2 GHz Atom processor, the Fonepad isn't going to be fantastic for things like 3D gaming, but it will more than suffice for the needs of most. Add to that a 4,270 mAh battery that lasts for days, and it becomes a piece of cake to recommend this tablet as a multi-purpose, cost-effective solution. It's perfect for anyone who's looking for a data-enabled slate or a secondary phone you don't plan on making too many calls on. We do, however, find it harder to recommend as a primary phone. Stowing it in a backpack means you're going to miss texts, it won't fit in all jacket pockets, and sometimes you just need a phone to be a phone. As we said though, for £179, you won't find more for your money elsewhere.